opportunity for us to present our design proposal for RIVERTREE Academy. This is an integrated project delivery method to come up with our design proposal. My name is Michael Hargrave. I'm pursuing my Master of Land and Property Development, and I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
My name is Abhishek Shetty. I'm pursuing a Master's in Construction Management, and I'm from India.
My name is Sindhura Mayuri, doing my Master's in Construction Management. I'm from India.
My name is Jennifer Hookey, and I am pursuing my Bachelor's in Environmental Design, and I come from Abilene, Texas.
So the first question we asked is, why the need for RIVERTREE Academy? What we did was we looked at the census data, and we found out that the percentage population below the poverty level was like roughly 43% in Como, and the percentage population with less than a high school diploma in Como is just over half. So there was a definite need we found for a project of this caliber. The existing values that model the principles important to RIVERTREE are learn well, love well, work well, and lead well. What we did was we took this idea and we came up with our own values that influence both the design and functionality of the campus. Each of these principles applies to the overall design of the campus and the children who will be residing at RIVERTREE. So we come up with holistic involvement, spiritual aptitude, cultural significance, and iconic demeanor. When it comes to the master plan, we wanted to utilize the full extent of the site while maintaining a separation between public, more the north with the barn and the academic complex, and private, which is the central area where the boys and girls housing will be, and then the southern portion where the faculty housing will be. What this kind of plan with the individual buildings does is it lends itself to the opportunity for future expansion.
So upon entering the site from Emon Avenue, you will immediately come upon the barn and some wind turbines that we have placed around the pond that is next to the barn. In the barn is the dining hall, commercial-sized kitchen, restrooms, and storage room. And this picturesque setting is also a key element that could be rented out for a wedding as well. Moving on to the academic complex, we separated it into 3 different building structures connected with bridges and walkways for the ease of construction and phasing. To access the second story, we designed a separate structure that holds the elevator and the stairs. And the structure resembles a grain silo to keep along with the farm-like feel, and we mimicked elements from the barn, design elements from the barn into the academic complex to create just a holistic feeling. In each separate building there are 4 to 5 classrooms, 2 labs, restrooms, and a teacher break room. And in the central building is the administration offices. And the library is a separate building across from the academics buildings, creating a central courtyard for the students to gather in. The gymnasium is located just across the central existing road that will be used just as a service road for our project. And in the gymnasium are locker rooms, room for storage. Inside there's a half-size basketball court, and attached is an outdoor pavilion that is also a basketball court, and next to that will be the sports field, which we utilize the floodplain for recreational use, parking, and farmland. The student housing is separated into 12 different duplexes, each half accommodating 8 students and a married couple. And the pond separates the boys' housing and the girls' housing, and by creating duplexes, it leaves room for expansion in the future when more students come to the RIVERTREE Academy. And we focused on having duplexes rather than one giant dorm for the students, so they can be in a more family-oriented house and just have that lifestyle, since they do come from broken homes in Como. And the faculty housing is on the southern part of the site, with their own private entrance coming from Shelby Road. And we just really wanted them to feel like they have their own sense of place and that they're living in a separate neighborhood away from where they work. And the chapel is further on the western part of the site. We used curtain walls to allow natural light in, and we placed a cross in the pond. So the western curtain wall just looks out onto this pond where this cross is, really creating a powerful view. And we use these elements to just help create more of a spiritual experience. And we place the chapel further away from everything else so that they can focus on worship and not be distracted by school and work, so they can just really focus on the Lord.
Abhishek Shetty and Sindhura Raineri, the students of Department of Construction Science, Texas A&M University, have developed this video to show the construction plan and sequence of activities of the project, RIVERTREE Academy. It is a private Christian school located in southeast Fort Worth, Texas. Construction sequence consists of 5 phases. Concerning safety of students, separate access roads for material logistics has been provided to avoid future traffic of students with construction workers. Barricades around the construction will be provided to mitigate the risks. The majority of the construction material is wood and the structural insulated panels erected in place. Windmills are provided near the barn, which is a symbolic structure in the project. Construction of staff housing and student housing is a combination of wood and glazed panels. Thus, the phasing has been done in order to optimize the inventory. The project consists of 5 phases over a span of 10 years. The first phase consists of barn, academic building, chapel, student and staff housing. The second phase consists of the second block of academic building, library, staff and student housing. The third phase consists of extension of academic building, student and staff housing. The fourth phase consists of gym, student and staff housing. The fifth phase consists of student and staff housing. The academic building has 3 blocks connected to each other. The construction is phased out according to yearly requirements of the classroom in first 3 phases. The first block of the academic building is provided with the external elevator, which further allows access to other 2 blocks. The library building is also being constructed separately in the second phase. Thank you.
So, coming to the delivery of the project, basically we have divided all the phasing in project in 5 phases, and they have been equally distributed. So there is no really pressure on financial terms that we have to collect a lot of money in particular phase. So, but as far as the scheduling is concerned, first year is a crucial year for us because we have to build a lot of things. Those are necessary, like academic building, barn, student housing, and staff housing, and chapel, etc. But the rest of phases are just for 1.5 years. So it's really feasible as far financially as far as development is concerned. Coming to next slide, we have used basically wooden construction and some masonry construction, but we have incorporated the structurally insulated panels, which are economically and a sustainable decision that we have made in order to make a long-term view and thinking about long-term, that this will be sustainable for this type of construction. And it has been already, it has been told to us that this is one of the materials that we can use for making a sustainable and economical decisions.
Coming to the site logistics plan, there are 3 different regions, one for the material logistics, one for the subcontractor region, and one for the parking areas. All these 3 are provided with a separate access road so that they don't disturb the other areas. And during the first phase, we're going to use the project office, the clubhouse as the project office. And coming to the next phase, we're going to provide to ensure the safety of children. We're providing the barricades around the ongoing projects. And coming to the financials part, the total construction cost is $17.3 million, among which the huge part is the academy building, roughly about $4 million. That's been spread in 3 phases, and the overall cost is also spread equally among all the 5 phases, so that there's no pressure in one phase.
Okay, for the total development cost, it comes to $27,779,000, with the majority of that being due to the high building cost. For activation, we have 4 key elements that we want to focus on: marketing, promotion, engagement, and excitement. For marketing, we have exchange, focus, and structure. We want this project to influence people, and we want people that are influenced by it to help contribute to it. For promotion, we have branding, dedication, and festive. We want people to feel like they're a part of RIVERTREE Academy. For engagement, we have vocational, experiential, association. We want to create a legacy at RIVERTREE Academy. And finally, we have excitement, involved, iconic, progressive. We want people to want to be a part of RIVERTREE. For the facilities management, the year 10 total cost per year will be $681,692. This is well below the average of a facility of this caliber, and that's due in part to the on-site wind turbines that produce enough energy to power the whole facility. If you can see here, standard energy cost is on the left, as opposed to what we're just paying for gas. It's a substantial savings. For social and cultural value that's added to the site, a few of the key aspects are safety and security, rentable venue for private gatherings, public access for monthly farmers markets and donor events, and ADA compliant buildings. For economic value, we have on-site rental opportunities through the barn and chapel, the sustainable energy savings through the wind turbines and passive ventilation, and farmers markets. For environmental value, we have utilization of the wind turbines, and we also utilize crushed granite permeable surfaces throughout for all the walkways. For sensory value, we focus on creating iconic visual elements and view corridors throughout the site. So we really thought about, as you're walking through the site, what are you going to be looking at, and what are the little moments that will be created throughout the site. The land was inundated with several easements, and a large amount of it was covered in the floodplain that we had to work around. Total professional costs for construction process come to $5.8 million. Yearly admin and staff salaries come to just under $1.1 million. So for the total capital, the total development cost will be $27,779,000, and the yearly operating budget upon total completion will be $681,000, and that's with the energy savings from the wind turbines. And finally, just to, these are the four elements that we really focused on once again: holistic involvement, spiritual aptitude, cultural significance, and iconic demeanor. Thank you all very much.